What's up, YouTube? This your girl off the Leah, and we is here with another reaction video. As you guys see by the title, we is about to react to Angel Reese talk upcoming season at Chicago Sky Media. So we finna go and get into this. You already know who I'm rapping, who I'm going for. Y'all see the shirt? Yeah, y'all see the shirt? Big Angel Reese supporter here. I love her. I love her game. I love her attitude. I just love Angel Reese. You feel me? She's definitely an awesome player. But we finna react to, the media day. How she answered these questions. I seen a little controversial on the internet of how she answered these questions. But we gonna take a look ourselves. But before I get started, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for 106 subscribers. You feel me? I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys that is tuning in to watch me react to the WNBA and just women's sports. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into this, man. Let's see what Angel talking about. Let's get it.
Goals do you have for yourself for this season?
Okay.
I think for me, just going from year one to year two, just giving myself grace and patience and just continuing that confidence I left from Unrivaled and continuing that coming into this season. I think I've worked on a lot of things this off season. Being healthy is another thing that I'm prioritizing as well. So
she looks so good.
Just being able to be myself.
She looks so good, y'all. She's so beautiful.
All the other things will come. I want to get to the playoffs, and I want to get there bad, and I love to win, and it left a bad taste in my mouth not making the playoffs last year, not being able to help the team, and then also obviously I went to the finals too, and just soaking that up and feeling what they were feeling is something that I'm really eager and really hungry for.
We'll go to Carly Bell, then Naomi.
Hi, Angel. One thing when I've spoken to your teammates is that they say that you can add about anything to your bag and then it will continue to develop throughout the season. Just in that last preseason game, we saw higher assist numbers from you than we did see last season. What are things about the actual passing game that you have that you want to continue to grow and develop this season?
I don't think it's about growing and develop. It's showing you things that you guys may have not seen. I was the #1 wing coming out of high school. When I went into college, I had to transition to be a post player. I've always been a player for the team. Every team I've been a part of, I've been a player for the team. When I went to Maryland, I was a player for the team and did what I needed to do. When I was at LSU, I was a player that did what the team needed and got a championship, as people can see. Coming here, obviously Sloot was out last game. Coach emphasized, I need you to play point guard sometimes. I'm willing to do whatever it is for the team.
So she said, hey, I can do whatever. I can play point. I can play center. I can play power forward. I can do it all. Whatever the team need, I can do it.
And I don't do it for you guys or what you guys can see. It's for what my team needs. And I think that's something going into year two. I don't really care about, I'm sorry, excuse me, but nothing y'all have to say or think or want. I'm doing whatever I need for the team, and that's always my prioritization. I want to win as bad as everybody else in Chicago wants.
She said she see y'all talking. She see y'all talking. Y'all chirping out there. But look, I'm doing this for my team, me and my team. I don't care what y'all talking about.
Naomi, third row on your right.
Hi, Angel. Naomi Gray, Chicago Sports Network. Speaking about your team, how special is this team that you have right now? You guys went through training camp, and I'm sure you've seen some differences from the team that was
That
last
lip
year
gloss is
compared to now.
popping,
So
girl.
what is so special about this group?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think the best thing is having a group that just wants everybody to get better every day. And they push you every day, and even just small things like if I'm shooting a free throw and we're like going at a fast pace and I don't do my routine, they'll be like, hold on, like make sure you do your routine. Or like even if somebody doesn't do the right footwork, like, hey, like that footwork, we're gonna need that. So like just a constructive criticism, being able to see like everybody just wants each other to get better, and obviously we need every single piece to make the puzzle, and that puzzle to win that championship, or even just small steps to making the playoffs. So I'm just super excited just to be around women that really want to get better every day and just have the toughness to come and practice every day and just want to just work.
Naomi, third row on your left. Nancy, third row on your left, sorry.
Angel, Nancy Armour, USA Today Sports. You and Haley only played together 1 year at LSU, but you seem to develop a really good
Shout out to Haley.
relationship. Can you explain that or detail how that came about and how excited were you when you saw that this guy had drafted her?
Shout out to
Me
Haley.
and
Yes,
Haley
sir.
obviously have had a connection since obviously LSU, and I haven't stopped staying in touch with her since she left. Obviously, I think the biggest takeaway from when she was at LSU was we created a friendship, and obviously you don't always get that when players transfer. And me and Haley just continued to have that friendship. And I used to text her after games, and she would text me and just encourage me, and I would encourage her. And now
Love to
that
see
we've
it.
both grown on and off the court, I was just like, yes. And we have like a great relationship off the court. We have a lot of similarities too. So I love Haley. I love her family. You'll see her dad a lot. I love her dad too.
Yes,
so
I love
I'm just
her
super
family,
excited
too.
for her to be in the right place. And I tell players all the time, like, it's about fit. Her being under Sloot, like, that's the best thing that
Yeah,
that
that
could be
is.
possible for her too.
She look good out there,
I'm just
too.
really excited to play with her. And I told Jeff, like, during the process, I was like, if you want a dog, go get Haley. And I kept telling him that. And you can see her grit. You can see how hard she works. She's one of the first to get in the gym and one of the last to leave.
If you want a dog, go get Haley. Go get her. And what he did, he went to go get her. He listened to Angel, and he went to go get her. And she look good. She look good. You feel me?
We'll stay on the left, fourth row.
Hi, Angel. Deion Miller from ABC 7. Last year, you guys struggled with a lot on and off the floor. Coaching change. They brought in a bunch of veterans. Do you feel like what was missing last year is here already? You feel like those pieces are coming together in a different way?
I don't really know what was missing because that was my first year. I had no expectations. And then now it's like, damn, we went through that last year. Like, we laugh on the bus about some of the things that we went through last year. And just the experiences that we went through last year. And just even talking to, like, Michaela, I was like, is this your hardest training camp? She was like, yes. So, like, now
Not your
I know
hardest
what to
training camp.
expect. I know what the standard is.
Okay.
Obviously, last year, I didn't know what the standard was. And now moving forward, like, there's a standard set. And Jeff emphasized that in the offseason. He was like, there's going to be a standard here that everybody's going to come in every day, win or lose. We're going to work hard. And we're going to give it our all. And that's something that I know, like, every single day I can get from this group.
Second row on your left, we'll go all the way down. We'll go Jason, Michelle, Alyssa, then Kaylin.
Angel, what are you seeing on the court so far? I know it's only been preseason games and a few weeks of practice, but what are you seeing on the court about the team at large that you feel very encouraged by, that you think is better than where you guys were?
Last year? Yeah. I think the togetherness.
Facts.
Last year, we haven't.
Yeah, probably last year they was not playing as a team, I don't think. It was so much going on last year, I don't even know. I want to know
lose
what
that many
happened
games.
in the
I've
locker
never lost that
room.
many games in my life. And even though we lost the other day, it didn't feel like a loss. It felt like a lesson and things that we can work on. It didn't feel like everybody was just beating up on each other in the locker room. Like, it just felt like, okay, we can learn from this and we can move on. And I just love that, like, we have a group of leaders, especially bringing in Sloot, bringing in Kia, bringing in Ariel, Rachel, Mariah, Ewell. Like, having those vets is just like a breath of fresh air, and like knowing and being directed and having direction. Like, that was the best thing for me. I think even just this off season, just being able to have a great point guard like Chelsea hanging around Ka, like, the best thing for me this off season was hanging around
Last
vets.
year
And I
was
think coming
no
back to
direction.
Chicago and having great vets is just going to be great for us.
Hi, Angel. It's Michelle. I'm curious. It feels like every year in the W, they're just breaking new records for growth, attendance, ratings, what have you. The Sky are going to be one of the few teams in this league that will have a dedicated practice facility. I know we're about a year out from that, but I'm curious, as one of the most prominent athletes in this league, period, how much input did you have in terms of what's going to go into that facility?
Believe it or not, like, as long as there's a hoop and I can somewhere to put my bag, like, I'm cool with hooping. Coming to Chicago, like, obviously other teams were interested in drafting me. And I was like, I want to come to Chicago where we can build. You got to start somewhere. And I think people don't realize that. Like, people want to start with all the glitz and glamour. Nah, you got to start where in the gutter. You got to start where it's hard. Like,
So you got to start from the bottom. Hey, I want to go to Chicago where they don't really got none, man. Just a hoop with no net. Let me go to Chicago, and we can build, and I can build with them. You know?
Easy, and this supposed to be any handout. So
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on with the practice facility as far as the inside. I know they're building it, obviously. I know they're prioritizing certain things as far as recovery and like being able to have multiple courts and multiple gyms. But as long as there is a basketball and a hoop, I can
Shout
put
out
the
to
ball
Angel
in,
for that.
I'm good.
Shout out
But
to
there's
Angel for
certainly
that. Shout out to Angel for that. Get her credit, man. Get her credit because, hey, they's probably making that like before, but you feel me? When Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese got in the lead, everything started to speed up. All the fans start coming in. You feel me?
Amenities that are more important to you than others?
Say it again.
Are there certain amenities that are more important to you than others?
I think being able just to have recovery on site, on standby, having masseuse. I think recovery is the most important thing. And just seeing my teammates that have been playing 8-9 years and talking to them like, how are you guys still doing this? Sloot looks like a well-oiled machine. She looks like she's 21. But like just being able to see that and learn from them. And I think the best thing was going to Unrivaled and seeing everything they had in there. The weight room was probably the size of this room. Being able to have masseuse, being able to have a chef, being able to have those things. So there's
Unrivaled treated them good. Hey, Unrivaled treat them like the queens that they are. So, hey, Unrivaled doing good.
standard. And like I was texting Ann and Jeff every day, like, hey, like these are things we need back in Chicago, and they were listening. So obviously,
That's what's up.
like they were super responsive here, and I'm just super excited to be here.
Unrivaled
Kaylin, then Chris.
set the
One each,
standard.
please, one each.
Just following up on that topic, Angel, have there been any small upgrades in the resources available to you guys as players, like any small things with recovery or in any of those areas compared to last season?
Yeah, just like meals, being able to have the meals like right before practice, right after practice, right before the plane. Sometimes we used to get like sandwiches, but like everything's just a hot meal, ready to
That's
go
what's
now.
up. Okay, hot
I
meals.
love that part. We got new apartments, which are great too. So I think it's just small baby.
New apartments. Wait, so the WNBA, they get their own, like the WNBA pay for their apartments?
Steps. And I think everybody coming here, I think me talking to Jeff, like, if you can come here in the trenches, like, and you wanted to come here in the trenches, you're meant to be here when it's time to shine and walk that red carpet. And
Yeah.
from free agency, like, it was a risk.
Real
to come
trench,
here.
baby,
Like,
right here.
we
You
don't
feel
have a
me?
practice facility, and
Real
it
go-getter.
goes to show like what Sloot wanted. It goes to show what Kia, Ariel, what they trusted and believed in. And you were gonna see, like, once we get that practice facility, everybody gonna be trying to come to Chicago, but the door gonna be shut. Nah, just kidding. We still gonna accept free agencies, but I'm just super excited just to be here and just be around.
We'll go to Kaylin.
Hey, Angel. Compared to last year, Coach Marsh has put in a completely new system here. How comfortable, it's only been a few preseason games, but how comfortable would you say if you've gotten in the system, and you alluded to it earlier, but how much potential do you think this team has right now?
Yeah, I feel like my old like AAU self, like just getting a rebound and pushing and just being super versatile. Obviously, it's an adjustment
Hey,
from
cause
last
hey,
season, you know.
yeah, last year Angel was just in the paint. She was working that paint. Rebounds after rebounds. She was definitely a true center last year. But it look like this year she's definitely finna be a power forward, bringing the ball up the court. She definitely can dribble that ball. So, and facilitate the play and all that.
Sloot wasn't playing, so it's hard to get rebounds from three-point line running in.
Yeah.
Obviously, rebounds wins championships, and I know my teammates are going to need me to still continue to do that. But obviously, if I'm on the perimeter a lot, it might take away from that. But that's not going to stop me from going in there and wanting to bang.
That's what we
and
got.
battle.
Cardoso.
But it's
Cardoso
just
been getting the
patience,
rebounds.
like, learning new systems, learning new ways. I really enjoyed Tyler just being open and transparent, things that I'm good at and things that I need to work on, and that's just something I really love.
We'll go to Chris.
She look good out there.
Angel, what did winning Unrivaled Defensive Player of the Year mean for you?
It meant a lot because going into it, I mean, I knew what I was working on offensively and being healthy and coming back, and I was like, let's focus on one thing going into here, and that's defense. And I think some of the best players play both sides of the ball, and I watch like Asia and watching Nafisa, like they don't have their motor is like through the roof, and that's what I want to like just be able to hold on to. I don't think anybody can take that from them, being able to go and go and go offensively and defensively. I know my offensive game has time to catch up and can catch up, and I'm only a sophomore now. I guess it's that second year now, but like
sophomore in the W. She's a sophomore in the pro.
Way I can always impact, and that's something I always can bring to the team. And as you can see this year, they really emphasize on defense. So I want to be on off defensive team this year. Like the best players in this league are the fours, and I take that personal. So just going into it every night and with that matchup is just something I really take into.
We'll stay in the front row on your left, Katie, and then we'll go to Christian, and then we'll go to David, and then we'll close with in-person.
Hi, Angel. Katie with CHGO. Are you setting any personal goals for yourself as far as statistics, all-star team, nothing like that? And then any areas of focus for yourself going into year 2?
Just consistency and being confident, and just being efficient.
She said no go. She just going out there and play. Whatever happens, happens.
Be myself, and like I was saying, like not worrying about anything else but me, and just trusting the process. It's not going to happen overnight. Like, don't be expecting me to come down and shoot 6-7 threes a night. Like, obviously that's what I'm working on, but like, it's just a confidence piece. Like taking the shots that I was hesitating on last year, and just building off
them
that.
threes,
like I said in college, like I did what I needed to do as far as like being a post, and I didn't take that many threes in college because I did my role and I played my role and did what I needed to do for the team. And now just getting comfortable and getting confident. My coaches and my teammates put a lot of confidence in me each game, so I just love just being a part of that, but just giving myself grace and just giving myself patience.
Hi, Angel. Hi. Christian Conway, Winsider. So we heard earlier Tyler just speaking so positively about you, and I know there's a lot of people who may not be familiar with the things that you already had in your bag, and you spoke about that. How do you feel about Tyler actually just having all this confidence for you to show what's already in your bag, like being the point forward, the ball handling, things like that?
She already had that in her bag.
Talking to him through
she
the
just pulling it out.
Getting, like hired and stuff like that. He came down to Miami and was just kind of told me like, "This is what I need you to do." Like,
hey, Angel bag run deep now. Just cause she was, last year she was up under the goal getting them rebounds, don't mean that's it. Her bag go deeper.
To be a lot of things for us and not just one thing. Everybody in the country knows I can rebound. I think everybody knows that offensively and defensively, but I can bring more to the table, and he wants me to showcase everything. Like he always tells me, like, your potential is through the roof. Like, you can continue to do great things and just continue to just have confidence within yourself. I think the best thing is to have a confident coach and a coach that really believes in you. Every part of my career that I was successful at LSU, I had Kim Mulkey. She believed in me. She trusted me. Now being here and like being able to have a coach that really trusts and believes in me has showed great results. So I'm just happy to just be here and just be a part of this.
We'll go to David, and then we have one quick question on Zoom.
Hi, Angel. David Moses with the Bigs Media. Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you two. A year later, do you feel like you're getting...
Next question.
We'll move on. Thank you.
She said next question. She don't want to get into that. Like, we ain't here to be messy. Yeah, you better... We ain't here to be messy, man. We ain't here to be messy, reporter. Next question.
The reason people
we
are
ain't
watching
getting into that.
Basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you two. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next
getting...
question.
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you. Move on to Zoom. ESPN, please unmute.
Get out of here with that, man. We ain't getting into that mess.
Sleeve, and that's become popular, you and Asia across sports. What made you start wearing the one-leg sleeve, and what's it like seeing it become such a trend around sports?
Say it one more time, I'm sorry.
One leg sleeve.
What about it?
Why it's becoming such a trend.
Why is it a trend? I don't know.
I asked why you started wearing it, and what's it like to see it become such a trend?
I don't go off trends. I just do what I like, and it was cute.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
She said, I don't go off trends. I just do what I like, man. She liked the dead Asia Wilson one-leg sleeve because Asia started the one-leg sleeve. You feel me? Shout out to Asia for for bringing in that one last sleeve, and Angel Reese just liked it. Angel Reese said, "Oh, okay, I like that. Let me do this." She probably was doing that one last sleeve at Maryland, but you know, Angel Reese made it popular. And after Angel Reese, I seen a lot of people start doing the one leg sleeve. But let's see what these comments say. This is a great interview. I've seen Angel Reese and this group done. I'm so glad Reese called out all the haters as well. Facts. The Queen want the title. My favorite player, Angel Reese. Next question. Yes. She said, next question, clock that. Clock that T. We ain't finna clock that T. We finna keep moving. We leave that in the past. This is a new year, sir. This is a new year. We is not finna bring that up. But yo, let me know what you guys think about this, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Angel Reese. She out here doing her thing, pulling out her magic tricks that she been had in her bag. Angel been know how to do everything. She just pulled out what's good for the team right now, what the team need, and she pull it out. But it look like this season, she finna pull everything out the bag. You feel me? She want that title. Angel want that title, and y'all believe this team here gonna work hard to get it. But let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
No, for real. Not trying to Bitch, I told you